How's it going, my friends? Back with another video this morning. After a long night last night, Sarah and I completed our 41st wedding of the year, and it was a really good one. We had a great job, but I just want to kick this off by saying thank you to the new donors to the channel. We have Brian Humberto, we have Eros Barcelari, and Jeffrey Fortunato. Jeffrey, you put a note in there saying Merry Christmas, and thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Same to you. Brian, also just a quick message to you. I know that you had messaged me on Instagram last night, and I was at a wedding when you had sent it, so sorry about the delay. But I want you guys, you had asked me if there was any additional content for Patreon users or donators, and I just want you guys to know that there's no additional content or secret content or anything like that for people who donate to the channel. But I want you guys to know that I'm always available to answer your questions. I really try and get back to everybody, even people who drop comments in the videos. It's getting kind of crazy, but people who reach out through email directly, I'm always trying to get back to you guys. But I'm thinking of offering either like a separate email address or maybe even my phone number, like a text, like a phone number situation where you guys can get in touch with me if you guys are donators to the channel. It adds an extra line of communication where if you guys have an immediate question, you have somebody you can just kind of contact. So let me know if that would be something that you guys would really value, or if you're thinking about donating to the channel, if that would make you donate to the channel, because obviously having a direct line of communication would be great for you guys, but it's also a lot of extra work for me. So but I'm willing to do it. I really like teaching, and I really love this community. You guys are freaking great, so just let me know. So today I want to talk about just a quick tip. I know I did the 1 year and 40 weddings review, but man, last night on my 41st wedding, I just was thinking about my use over the last year with the Z6s, and it's been just such a joy and fun year to shoot. It's really revitalized my passion for photography. These cameras, and I'm not just, I'm not being dramatic about it, guys. The Z6s have really changed things for Sarah and I. They've really made things more fun again, and they've just kind of transformed the way that we do things. And it's been a radical switch, and that's why I preach so hard about really learning your cameras and committing to the system and learning it like it's the back of your hand, like an extension of your body, because that's the only way you're going to get most out of it. Last night when I was on the dance floor, it was very dark. Obviously it's in the winter time, and the sun goes down early, but I was on the dance floor. Ambient light in the venue was very, very low. It was almost total darkness, and my hit rate on the dance floor was 90%. I'm estimating conservatively and honestly about 90% on the dance floor with the 14 to 30 f4S. I mean, parent dances, 99%. AFC, face tracking, IAF, as long as and I was paying so much more attention to the IAF. Since the reviews and all that stuff have been coming out across YouTube, and it's working so well. I mean, it's really, really, it's just the workflow nowadays is so well, and the Z systems are very, very capable. I'm just gonna leave it at that. This video isn't about that. I'm just kind of going on a tangent right now, but the Z system is extremely capable, but only if you commit to it like I have, like really, really learning it and making sure that you know it, so it's like a part of your body, basically. So today I want to talk about the focusing modes, how to get in and out, and give you guys a tip on something that will improve your workflow. So basically, we all know we have AFS, AFC, and within those type of focus modes, we have different tracking modes and different ways to acquire focus for your subject. So I shoot in AFC all the time, back button focus. If you have yourself in AFC and you are on the wide area, the one with the big box just in the corners that activates face tracking and IAF. So if you hit the OK button in that menu, a little gray box will appear. And that gray box allows you to lock on to anything. You can move it around wherever, and then press the back button focus or half shutter or the OK button on the pad, and it'll lock on to something, and then it'll track it around the screen, wherever it goes. So that's great. But what happens if you want to get out of that, or you want that box to go away? Well, it's a huge pain in the butt if you have to go and roll into another focus mode. Or say you're tracking something, right? You have the gray box, you're tracking something, and then what happens if you want to go into IAF or face tracking? Well, you have to like roll out of that focus mode and then roll back in, right? No. The way you do this, okay? So if you're in face tracking and then you activate that gray box, all you have to do is press the magnifying glass zoom out button, and that will cancel the gray box. Okay? That makes a huge difference, guys. I've seen a lot of people ask about this and say they were upset that the fact that they have to, when they activate the tracking, they have to roll out of the focus mode or go into another one and then go back to face tracking to activate it. You don't have to do that. And this helps with if you're in face tracking or IAF and it wants to grab on to something in the background real quick, and you want to, you know, all you have to do is just hit OK. The gray box comes up, it grabs onto the subject, and then hit the zoom out button on the magnifying glass, and then all of a sudden you're back in IAF or face tracking. The gray box goes away. It's a super helpful thing, because having to go out to hold the function button and to roll out of the focus mode and then roll all the way back, or, you know, go in and out just to cancel that gray box and that tracking is a really big pain in the butt if you have to go into different focus modes just to go out, get rid of the gray box, come back in so you can get back into face tracking. Yeah, so this is really helpful, guys. If you have that gray box activated for tracking and you want to get rid of it, all you have to do is press magnifying glass, zoom out, the negative magnifying glass, and it will go away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip you guys around and I'm going to show you exactly how this works, and so you guys can get a better idea of it. But yeah, this is super helpful to have in your workflow, and it makes things a lot easier. I totally get, guys, that some of you guys know this, but the reason why I made this video is I've seen a lot of people asking about it, and I just kind of wanted to make sure that, you know, it was out there as another Z6 tip, because I want this to be a place that people can go to and learn all about the cameras. So let me flip around and I'm going to show you guys exactly how this works, and that'll be it, guys. Okay, guys, we're back. So this is what we're going to use as a target right here. I'm going to use my little skull head. So right now we are in face tracking mode, as you can see. If I just, okay. So I'm either using dynamic AF, this box right here, or I'm using face tracking. So right now we're going to use face tracking. Okay, I'm going to go back into it. So basically, if you want to just track something like that, you push the back button focus like I have it set up. So say it's focusing on the wrong thing, guys. Okay, the wrong thing. All you have to do is push the OK button right in the middle of this pad. Boom. Gray box comes up, you want to track it, press your focus, your back button focus, just like that, and you're good. See, you're moving all around, all set, right? So what happens if you want to go back into IAF or face tracking? Well, you have to either roll out of it and go into a different focus mode, which is a pain in the butt because it takes you a while to find the right one, or what you can do is hit this button, the zoom out, and the gray box will go away and you're back in face tracking. Boom, guys. That's how simple it is. You want to get focus on something while you're in face tracking, hit the OK button, track it, there you go. And then what happens when you want to get out? Hit the zoom out button. Simple as that, guys, and you're back in face tracking now and you can track whatever you want. Guys, this is super easy. Rather than having to go into different focus modes and all that stuff, you're like, oh, I need to get to the, where's the other focus? No, all you have to do, hit the OK button, track it. You're tracking your thing, you want to get out of it, go back to face tracking, hit the magnifying glass out. Seriously, guys, way more simple. So hopefully this helps, and let me know in the comments if this is useful to you guys. Till the next video, my friends.